And some breaking news is coming in. An encounter is underway between terrorists and security forces in North Kashmir's Sopore. The two terrorists are believed to be trapped inside a house in the area. Security forces had launched a cordon and search operation after receiving information about the presence of terrorists in the area. It was during this operation that the security forces were fired upon. The area has been cordoned by the security forces. But that's the latest right now, that one more encounter is underway between terrorists and security forces, this time in North Kashmir, Sopore. What we know so far is that two terrorists are believed to be trapped inside a house in the area. And the security forces have in fact launched a cordon and search operation after receiving information about the presence of terrorists in the area. It was during this operation that the security forces were fired upon. Right now, the area has been cordoned off. And joining me on the phone line for more is Ishan Wali, our correspondent from Srinagar. Ishan, what are the latest details on this encounter between terrorists and security forces in Sopore?
Well, yes, this was a pre-dawn encounter where the security forces cordoned this particular village during the night time, and they made sure that there are no civilians in the area, being it a residential area. So the area was sanitized first. There were people who were taken out, and in the early morning there was a contact that was established between the militants and the security forces, who had zeroed in on this particular house where they were hiding. According to the reports and the sources, there are likely to be two militants who are hiding inside this particular house. There's a firing is still going on between the security force and the militants, which is being, the area has been completely sealed. The movement has been restricted in the area because in the past we have seen that there have been stone pelting incidents near the encounter site. So those security forces have laid a wider cordon and are currently engaged in this gun battle.
Right, Ishan. Also, tell us, do we know about the background of these terrorists? Which group do they belong to?
Well, yes, right now it's not known that which group they belong to, but Sopore has been a volatile area in the past, but with the years, the area has been less of volatile and it has been completely, the militancy has shifted to the South Kashmir, and North Kashmir has become particularly easy. This encounter in this particular place has come after a very long time. Remember, there were 3 civilians who were shot dead in Baramulla last month when they were on their way to their home, and following that there were some arrests also made, so possibly they may also be linked to that. But this particular area was completely militancy free for a long period of time, but again we are seeing that there's an encounter going on in the area.
Right, Ishan, thank you for joining us with all those details.